the City Council decided to move first emergency services, but ultimately everybody out of City Hall. It's important to get emergency services out of the old building because it wasn't seismically able to tolerate earthquake of any size. And so we would have lost the ability to properly serve the community during a disaster. Moving police out ensures that we're in a building that will withstand a sizable earthquake so that we'll be able to have emergency services headquarters operate here, and we can go into the community during the time when they're going to need us the most.
We had always assumed that we were going to have to do a new building for City Hall because of the seismic requirement. But this particular building turned out to be fairly easy to seismically upgrade, and a big office building and a fairly open plan office building, and so we were able to go in and seismically retrofit and use an existing building. So it had the right square footage, it had a big site area, plenty of room for all the patrol cars, it was easily upgradable seismically, and it was taken care of pretty well over the years, so it was a relatively easy project to turn an office building into a police facility.
We've moved almost all of our functions into one building, and we have plenty of room here for growth well into the future. So where we had important functions in separate places in Eugene, we now have them under one roof, and police officers and detectives and crime analysts are now able to have informal conversations that are helping us solve crimes much better, and probably more crimes than we were before. So it's helping us to reduce victimization, it's helped us to provide a better service to our community, and it's a healthier place for our employees to work, which is good for everybody.
By occupying an existing building, we were actually able to create a police headquarters that took care of all the police for about the cost of what we were looking at for a new patrol facility. So another way of looking at it is that a new police headquarters starting from ground up would have cost at least twice as much as what we spent for this remodeled option. In the process, we upgraded the building from a sustainability standpoint. Two factors there. One, reusing an existing building is way ahead in terms of embodied energy and sustainability. Then secondly, we added insulation, we improved the mechanical system, we added computerized controls to the mechanical system. We estimate that we're probably going to use maybe 60 to 65% of the energy that the building would have used if we hadn't done these upgrades. From a social equity standpoint, we gave the police a building that they, in my opinion, deserve to be in. For a long time, they've been in kind of a pit in City Hall, if you will. These are men and women that put their lives on the line every day. As we now know, that's a very real thing with Officer Kilcullen having been killed in the line of duty. And they deserve to have a place where they come to work and feel good about it. And so as the project manager, I felt really good about delivering a project that the police officers are actually excited to start their day there. It's a nice looking building, definitely not over the top. It's appropriately nice, functional, has adequate room for their needs as well as some expansion space over the next 10 or 15 years, I'd say.
So it was a perfect building for us. It's not the ideal location. Preferably we'd be downtown in the center of the city and closer to the rest of government. But it is a very good location because we're able to respond from this building, and we're able to deploy our workforce throughout the community from here and operate much more efficiently.
I also feel that the artwork achieves a nice connection with the community as well and touches that social equity aspect. Some of the artwork has some symbolism in it that is meaningful to the police department, things having to do with valor and honor and heroicism, and the lanterns that are meant to draw attention from Country Club Road. They're meant to maybe make the police department seem a little less formidable by softening the overall structure a bit. And we really think that the artwork ended up being a nice link between the police department and the community.
It is remarkable that in this economy, the council was able to pull together $16 million to make this project happen. And I can tell you that the police department is very grateful to the community and to the council for enabling all of this. Our staff used those $16 million just about as effectively as anybody possibly could. They went back to the drawing board a number of times, and they planned and built a building that exceeds all of our expectations. And all of our staff are enormously pleased with it. But above all, I'm very happy as the police chief to be able to better serve our community. And I know that well into the future, this will be a much better place to do that from than what we